human music. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Gotta relax.
This is Earth Radio. And now here's human music.
Human music. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Gotta relax.
This is Earth Radio. And now here's human music.
Human music. I like it. I like it.
Alrighty-roo, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Hello. We are once again streaming Drawtober. So we're continuing on our process. We're on day 3. Day 3 is Dragon. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do for Dragon. I haven't really figured that out yet. Yay, drawings. Exactly, Lizzie Bell. So we've got a few options actually that I've been playing around with. One was this kind of like little sort of fairy dragon, like a little coily fairy type dragon. Then I was thinking another one of like, you know, the big European traditional dragon, like breathing fire down on like a knight or something. But I don't know. It's a combination of like how much effort I want to put into it, because they're not supposed to be super long drawings, but I do want them to look good. And I think the amount of effort I would have to put into making some of these ideas look good is potentially larger than I want to expend. But there will be better ideas. So, I don't know. So you get to watch me just sort of sit here and think for a minute. As I just decide indecisively which to do. Oh, I have a pretty watchable face? Well, thanks, Lucy Bell. I appreciate that. Let's take this very wobbly. Need to fix that at some point. Alright. We've got a couple of natural landmarks on the page here, or unnatural landmarks on the page here. A couple of dots from our last work, which, hey, there you go, that's something for me to show you guys. Last artwork, Mushroom, was this wonderful mushroom collection that we made. Oh, it looks so good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looks super good. It did bleed through the page a little, you can see. And so we've got some marks, some down the bottom here and some in the middle of the page up here. Which is okay. But if we're gonna make an artwork on this page, knowing they're there, we should probably try and work around them so that they're not just like an empty dot in the middle of the page. But rather they incorporate into the figure somehow. Yeah, I really don't know. This is a tough decision to make, guys. Sorry, I think, you know, maybe you were hoping for something a little bit more decisive and ready in action, but I don't think that's going to happen this time. If we do the figure, the kind of knight figure, and then the dragon, the European style dragon, we're going to have our knight here, like there, and then we're going to have our dragon coming up from the side here, and then sort of blowing fire down this way. I think that's an interesting drawing, more interesting drawing than the other one. The other one I don't do that style all that often, which is why I was thinking maybe that's the option, but I think we just go with what we know and make something pretty. So that's what we're gonna do. Although now Lizzie Bell is typing something furiously. Draw what makes you happy. There you go. Because that's important. It is important. Me being happy is important, just like it's important for all of you to be happy as well. So let's just throw together a little knight. Lizzie Bell is in the back there having a chat about Minecraft with other streamy friends. If you would like to go and watch the other streamy friends doing some streamy things, you can check out the Discord. I think they are all just in the bar right now. If you're watching this on the VOD, they obviously won't be, but there'll be someone around eventually. If you would like to see what that's all about. How do we do? So we sort of want... She's good at being bothered. That tea melon. Alright. I'm kind of liking the look of this guy. You guys can't see it very well, but there's a little knight dude. He's sort of holding his sword and his shield up. As he's kind of like freaking out a little. So I think we're going to have this like back view of him being sort of partially incinerated, I think is the idea. And then we have our dragon up here. That's a good looking dragon so far, I think. Perspectives are a little off. Let's play with that a little. See how we can get something a little more. I'm a bit funny about my It's not terrible. And we have the dragon kind of reared up. Like that. And then other arm down. It's hard to do front-on views, I find, of creatures because the perspective gets all muddled and then they just look weird. Hey, no camera fault that time. Very good, very good. Alright. Got some of this view in. Sorry, I know you guys can't see very well when I'm just lightly sketching in with pencil. I'm going to try and not do too much in pencil first. I just want to get some of the general structure in. So that I'm not just working blindly off nothing. And then I can fix up and refine once we've got that in. Alright, there's a something. I'm not sure I'm fully happy with it, but it's a good start. And we can refine as we go. So that's that. I think we almost tilt the head up slightly. I'm gonna rub this out, and we're just gonna quickly redo this head. Where's that pencil gone? There it is. I don't actually think that's better. Anyway. I always struggle with the, like, front-on thing. I need to do, like, skull studies, I think. Appropriate proportions in. We bring the horn back slightly. Give the head a little bit more room. There we go, that gives us a bit more room for the body. Start this arm up a little further back. Yeah, alright. Let's go with that. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and we'll just have a shit drawing. So we know our flame is going to be here. So I do have this sort of idea of like dragon fire being sort of almost napalmy. Not really fire, but like a flammable material. Or like gasoline or something. My pen is gunked up. So this is what I was talking about the other day with these pens. I really like the Inkjoys. I don't know if you can get them many other places than where I get mine from. But I just get them from like Coles and Woolies and stuff in Australia. And I don't know specifically like how widespread they are. But they're really good, except that they like the nibs get gunked up quite badly, and then they don't draw properly. But up until that point, they're like amazing, like really smooth gel-like ink pens, and they provide this kind of like really nice variable of texture. So, like you can do with a felt tip pen or whatever, but slightly more defined than that as well. If you just really lightly sort of brush, you get like almost a pencil-like response from it, and I think that works really, really well. Alright, so that's our general structure in there. I'm probably going to actually put the sword in, just to map out where that needs to go up top. Yeah, there we go. Alright, then we'll put in our shield, sort of peeking, and attempting to block some of this, and then we've got shoulder, elbow there, arm, pauldron. We're just going to loosely put in some of this stuff, just to try and define out some of these shapes. And we'll come back in and refine them a little bit once we've straps, and then a bit of a like helmet. I was going for the like the feather topped hat thing, and I think that will work well if we make it look like it's sort of singed at the top there. It's a nice little joke. This will be coming through on this side like that. Gauntlet in. Alright, cool. So, for those who can't see what we've just done, we've just put in our little knight down here, being surrounded by gouts of flammable material. I'm going to put in like a flame design around that, but I'm just going to start putting in the rest of the sort of the detail in here first, because I think that is a little bit more important. So you're important. Put in our teeth. So from the structure on this side. Oh, the pen's struggling. I think this snout needs to be a little shorter. So we're just, like I said, we're just going to refine this as we go. Nothing too crazy. But just little like detail points. Just until we get the right sort of shape. And I kind of like the idea of like, what's it called? Reign of Fire, the dragon movie. No idea who's in it. If you have seen it, you can holler in chat, I guess. But basically, Reign of Fire. One of the premises behind the movie is like dragons get uncovered, and dragons are real things. Not in a fantasy type world, but just like in our regular world. And that the dinosaurs dying out wasn't because of a meteor, it was actually because of dragons that, like, you know, burnt the world up, covered everything in ash. And one of the things in the movie, one of the plot points of the movie is like the science or the biology behind dragons is that they have two, like, glands, I guess you would call them, in their mouth, and they use that to project a flammable material, and it's so volatile that as it mixes in the air, like as the streams sort of cross over, it combusts, and that's how they sort of breathe fire, by creating this chemical within themselves. I've always thought that was an interesting solution to the sort of fire-breathing idea. Another good one I've seen is just that, like, it's acid. It's just acid. It burns because it's so caustic that it literally, like, melts things around it. Alright, so we've got... There you go, a little bit of that structure for the neck. Might actually want to extend that one more. There we go. And we've got this kind of like chest section. And coming up to a shoulder point. So I'm kind of imagining the shoulder of the arm and then the wing just behind it. So this should be the front point for the first shoulder. The second one will be a little bit further back. And then down. Now that we've got that in, let's just get rid of some of this fuss around it. Just so we can see things a little better. Oh, I might not have left enough time for that marker to, the ink to dry there. Hopefully people don't have a seizure watching this flip back and forth. Alright, what we might do is have the tail curl around the front just to kind of, yeah, balance this a little. And then we'll have one wing curve around this way, the other one curve up. Or we could have them spread. Options, we've got options. I'm going to just go back to pencil for a second and we're going to rough out this new design. Just until we know what we're doing. Alright, so that's arm, shoulder, chest. If we have it kind of on an angle, so that's the body, and then tail coming through this way, like that. And then we could even have, so we have 1 foot here as the back leg, and then we can have this one down holding weight, and then we can have this one up kind of doing the menacey do. And then the tail acts as like a balance then for the actual creature itself. Wing down on one side there. And then the other one is like here. Yeah, that's alright. I don't mind that. Alright, let's just draw that in then. Because where are we at now? We're at 30 minutes and we've not gotten to colouring or anything, so kind of need to hurry up a little. I had planned to do some more of my Drawtober stuff tonight. And also catch up with some people online, so sort of can't be spending all day doing this. But we'll see how we go. It'll take as long as it takes. Now this claw, the back, that kind of third thumb-esque claw will be there, like that. Sort of loosely drawing this in, because we'll add the sort of detail and definition to it as we go along and start coloring things. Don't know how I want the tail to look. That is a good question. Something to consider there. But I do kind of like the idea of it like hooking through on this side. Maybe not quite as far, maybe there. Just kind of loosely chalk something in. So if you are trying to work out how to do this kind of stuff in pen, this is one of the techniques you can do when you're roughing out a drawing. So you'll see like the lines here are not well defined. They're not connected really to anything else. They're just sort of general structure shapes that I'm going with. And then for the tail down here, which I have no idea how I want to do it, but I know it's going to be in this approximate location. If you just do these kind of like broken dotted lines, these can be kind of turned into any shape almost, and connected. It does kind of limit you in what you can do, but it allows you to build a structure in and know where you're going to go next without having to worry so much about like ruining what you would put in afterwards. So I do that a bit with pen drawing. If you're trying not to use pencil, that's a way to avoid, you know, the trap of struggling to put anything down on page.
That'll be nice. I hope you enjoy it.
I hope we enjoy it too.
It's a public holiday up here. I don't know if it's a public holiday down there, but tomorrow's a public holiday. Now that I have a management job, I don't actually have to work tomorrow. And I'll be working after tomorrow for the rest of the week.
I have also got the rest of the week working, which is disappointing.
What about you, Ness?
That means low energy streams, guys. Look forward to that. Don't know if I like how I've done this. But we've committed now, so we're going ahead with it.
Sounds like a good way.
Let's turn it into something a little more interesting. Define some shapes in here. We want to have like a little palm thing.
Oh, don't I know what you do anyway? Do I know what you do? This is your 1 month position, yeah? I know what you do. No, I suppose not.
Alright, we're going to build this wing in a little higher. Just because I think it's a little low here. Build in a little claw to go with it. Hey, cognitive bard. Meaty tree? Not sure I would have called myself that, but I guess I'll take the compliment. It can be a meaty tree, I guess. Comment in the chat if you think I'm a meaty tree. Now I'm tempted to like draw a meat tree. Where do you get your food from? From the meat tree. So one of the other things I think with wings, especially like the wings of a dragon, is they're like fingers essentially. So having a knuckle on them makes a whole lot of sense to me as a kind of like a design idea. Terrible things are happening in chat. Oh, Lucy Bell's your guilty conscience. That's terrible. That's not a. That's not a vibe. That's not the vibe we want. Jeez. Fair though. She often is people's guilty consciences. I don't think that's what she endeavours to be though. So we want a particularly meaty wing muscle here. So we're going to add a little bit of muscle definition in there. And we have revealed more of this leg, so let's put some more leg detail in. I want this kind of like beefy back section. And then like articulated muscle at the front there. There you go. So like front knee, and then I don't know what would be the equivalent of your like ankle kind of thing. And then the rest of it's hidden by the. There we go, and then some like side ribbage. And then the stance would be. So if it's curling back, 1 foot down on the front, the other foot forward, so its other foot would actually be back here somewhere, so we probably wouldn't actually see much of it. We'd probably just see the toe there, claw, in the back there like that. So it's got like its back foot, you can't really see me doing this very well, but like 1 foot back and the other one sort of crouched forward as balance. That seems to work. That seems to work. All right, so we've got this dragon pretty well. shaked out here. The other wing is going to come up from this side. I'm trying to build this exact structure on this side here. Because we want it to... There we go. Like that. And then extends up and back. So there's probably a smaller... like half. Oh! How you doing, Max? Oh, and gifting 2 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much. Super appreciated. We have a new stream boss. Scallywag Jake. Super appreciated. Thank you very much.
Is fun the right word here? Oh no. Oh no.
The most wholesome of carries, that's it. You waited all night. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You'll have, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, I'm pretty sure you've joined the Discord, but if you haven't yet, oh, he has. Okay, cool. Yeah, because we do occasionally stream announcements and things. It's Sunday here for us, so we were kind of like trying to be a little bit more relaxed with it. But yeah, I probably should have told everybody what time I was going to be streaming.
Probably try to get now.
All right. That's the back wing in. I think I'm happy with that. I think that's fine. All right, so we're gonna finish the front here. I'm just gonna rub out all of this noise in the front. As my camera seizes out here. Yeah, we're adding an events calendar. We're adding some stuff in, so we've got some stuff going. Sorry, Lizzie Bell, am I talking over you? Alright. So we need a little more detail on his face. Or their face, because we don't actually know. Could be.
Sounds good. Yeah, well, I don't have work tomorrow, so I'll do it. Bye.
So it is now officially Spooptober, which means we're going to be doing a whole bunch of spoopy things, streaming the spoops. So if you're keen for that kind of content, do keep your eye out for things. We're probably, I don't know if we're going to finish Pokemon. Sorry. I don't know if we're going to be finishing Pokemon this week or not. I'll have to check with Cognitive Bard whether or not he wants to do that, or whether or not he wants to just hold. Scariest thing on the streets, huh? Seems like your 3rd grade teacher wasn't particularly nice to you, if they're telling you that your face was the scariest thing they've ever seen. You're adorable.
I heard this game that I assume you said play.
For Christmas you bought her a mirror. Fair. At least you got your own back.
You should stream it then.
This is turning out to be a very armor-plated dragon. But I don't mind that as a concept. I'm not sure I like how this hand has gone. I'm gonna have to just deal with it, but I kind of wanted it a little bit more splayed, and I've done it very close together.
That's fair.
I really should have like done one of these. Oh, I'm just gonna fix it. I'm just gonna break it. Do it. Just fuck it up. And then we'll texture. We'll do some rough texture below to hide our mistakes. Terrible idea. Is that daughter freaking out?
Sorry?
Is that daughter freaking out? Just a little? How you doing, Isabel?
I'm doing well.
That's good. That's what we like to hear.
I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm very happy.
Hey, hey. I don't either.
Hey.
Hey. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna school's back on. We're out of lockdown, kind of, and that means I'm getting work again with teaching, which is not exactly what I would call the best, but money's money, and we do need money because we're buying a house, second house. Bragging. We specifically moved out to the country so we could buy a really shitty cheap house, and
it is both shitty and cheap.
And it's shitty and cheap. It's literally falling apart. So we're moving, hopefully, to a much better place.
And we'll be with all of our friends.
With all of our friends, our streamy friends, which would be lovely. But to do that, we need to save up a fairly significant amount of money, and so working hard to do so. You just watched Bob the Builder. That's literally a how-to guide. Yeah, absolutely. That's it. If I could watch some more Bob the Builder, I could definitely fix up my house, and then would never have to worry about getting a new one. I mean, it's not even really that advanced plumbing that we need. We just need to get under the house and unclog a pipe. That does mean opening up the pipes, though. So I guess it's not as simple as I'm making it out to be, but it should be pretty simple. The last plumber we got in to try and fix it didn't do an amazing job.
I mean, it was clear for like a week. Less than a week.
If that.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was a week. It was a couple of days shy of a week and started clogging back up again. And he was fairly certain that he'd fixed the problem. So sounds like I need more donations. Yeah, it sounds like I need someone really, really rich to come on here and be like, hey, here's a whole bunch of money. That would be amazing. Or win the lottery. That's my other life goal.
Or I could just keep working because I like my job.
Yeah, and I will keep
Doing art.
doing art and streaming and trying to become a tattoo artist and all of these things. In the meantime, teaching. Teaching is what I do. Because Snoop Dogg on speed dial. Pay for you to move to Australia? Absolutely, we can do that. It actually probably would be easier than immigrating to America. I'll be honest.
I mean, it's hard to get citizenship in Australia or PR in Australia.
Yeah. Not as hard as getting a green card in America, though.
True. I guess I've never tried. Even as Australians?
Yeah, as Australians, it's difficult as well. Yeah, you wouldn't want to live in a kangaroo pouch. It'd be awful.
That's exciting.
Very gooey. I hate spiders. How would you even be able to move to Australia if you don't like spiders? Spiders are everywhere in Australia. And most of them can kill you. Not all of them, but most of them. Buy a shotgun and a samurai sword. Hey, well, unfortunately, I got some news for you, buddy. Can't have a samurai sword or a shotgun. No guns, for one. Licensing is super difficult and very specific, and you wouldn't get a shotgun, you'd get a rifle for hunting. And that'd be it. And then a samurai sword, you'd be allowed to have it, but you could only have it in the house with you. If you took it anywhere else and you didn't have a specific reason for having it, it'd be taken off you and you'd be fined quite heavily. Most of us flaunt these rules, but they are rules. They do exist as laws.
I mean, we own multiple swords.
Yeah, we do.
To be fair.
We do, and I do occasionally take them out places. But you know, I'm actually not supposed to. Yeah, they just expect us to throw hands. That's pretty much it. Knife crime and fisticuffs. Yeah, there is a little bit of a difference between an American spider and Australian spiders.
I've never been to America. I don't know what an American spider is.
Smaller. Usually less threatening. Less deadly. Cool. Daddy longlegs are the best. Ladybugs are awesome. Can't go wrong with the bugs, man. Bugs are cool. We love bugs. Alright, I don't know if this is doing what I had originally envisioned it doing. But I think it's working. I think it's working out. Well, tell me if that reads like it's supposed to. I think it does. Oh, look! Art friends! You once punched a tarantula because you didn't know what else to do. You wash your hand a total of 32 times, 8 beers, and then smoke yourself silly. Yeah, fair. Tarantulas have little hairs on them that, like, get stuck in your skin, don't they?
Oh god, ew.
Yeah, that's one of their defense mechanisms. They like, irritate. You live on Australian Ocean. Oh, you don't want to be in the ocean in Australia. That's... Hairs and hooks, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be in the water in Australia. That's also a bad idea. There's not a lot of places in Australia that you can just, like, chill. Most things will try and attack and harm you. I think we're not actually colouring this in. Controversially. I think we're just going to shade it with... Yeah, there's quite a few spiders that can actually survive underwater and will attack you. But also, lots and lots of snakes, lots of poisonous fish. Some of the most poisonous fish in the world, actually, live in Australia, in Australian waters.
And jellyfish.
Jellyfish. We have heaps of poisonous jellyfish. We have some of the most deadly jellyfish.
We do.
A lot of our snakes can swim. A lot of our great big sharks live off the coast of Australia for much of their life. And then they occasionally come through to other countries like South Africa, and I do think they eventually go to crocs in the water in the north.
Yeah, good.
You can get a visit in a bubble in a ball. Yeah, okay, that's one solution. What would be the problem to visiting in a bubble in a ball? Like... Trying to think if there's anything that would be dangerous air-wise. You're a fast runner. Yeah, you can't outrun a croc. You could probably outrun a croc, like, distance-wise. If it was like running alongside and you were running alongside, eventually it'd run out of steam. But they can run well faster than you. Like, they're sprinters. Dangerous. They're fast in the water and out of it. Which is particularly a problem. Australia's just not really where you want to be. Crop dust them with rocket power. Yeah, that's one solution, I guess. Gonna have more red eyes than you do. Yeah, that'll do it. Then there's the people you have to worry about as well. Because most Australians are insane, to some degree.
That's not a good thing.
It is not a good thing. I know. Just being cheeky. Pen is broken. It's your defense mechanism. Yeah, you'd probably be revered if you were still alive from a croc attack, especially if you managed to fight them off by farting. Most Australians would find that hilarious.
We would.
And absolutely would commend you for it, especially as an American, coming as an American and surviving a croc attack.
Yeah.
You do pretty well in Australia, I think. Australians are pretty big on their fart humour. Certain circles, anyway. Not all of us, but most of us. Got a soft spot for the common fart. Take payment in jelly beans. Yeah, we could pay you in jelly beans. We could do that. Additionally, you might end up with a knighthood.
Don't you need to be a citizen for that? Can you get an honorary knighthood as an American?
Yeah, you might have to become a citizen first. But citizenship isn't terribly hard to do in Australia.
What's a knighthood?
You don't know what a knighthood is? Oh. So, if the Queen of Australia likes you a lot and thinks you're awesome, she'll give you a piece of paper that says that you are valued by the crown. And a knight. You become a knight, so you become a sir. So you'd be Sir Too Fat to Carry. Does she like farts? I don't think so. I don't think she's particularly into that kind of thing. But if you fought off a croc, potentially that could ingratiate you to her. And she usually takes advice on Australian knights from they're called Orders of Australia. She usually takes them based on what would it be, the Governor General's request. So the Governor General would put in a good word for you. Don't know who our current Governor General is. Probably should stay a little bit more up on my Australian politics, but honestly.
I mean, we've just had our premier retire.
Yeah. For
For
corruption.
David Hurley.
David Hurley. Really?
Apparently.
Oh, who knew? You wish you had a king and some knighthoods. Yeah, do you really want a king, though, in America? Think of all the terrible, tyrannical shit that a king in America would have come up with by now. Imagine if Trump was king.
Is this a political stream all of a sudden?
It might be. Like, I don't think Trump is as bad as some people make him out to be, but I think he could be if he was king.
No one's as bad as every single person makes him out.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
People suck.
People do suck. People have agendas. Yeah, it doesn't do it. It doesn't do anything for us. They have no rule-making ability here. The Queen, even in America, even in England, actually, they don't actually get a say in anything anymore, which is probably for the best. You don't want anybody in America. Fair, yeah. Vote for a president who rhymes with dump. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, your political system is not amazing. I'll gotta say that. The problem with not picking a side in America, because every side is evil, is that you still end up stuck with one of those sides in the end. You still have to put up with whichever idiot gets voted in. This is quite jaunty music for the way the stream has gone. I don't think it quite suits. Anyway. You always complain no matter who's president. Yeah, that's fair. It does a little bit. I don't think it is actually the Star Wars. The Cantina band.
Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. I agree.
It does a little. One of my favorite things that I ever heard, like trivia facts that I ever found out, is that that style of music or genre of music has a name in the Star Wars universe, and it's called Jizz, and I think that's hilarious.
Interesting.
They went out of their way to name it, and called it that. Ridiculous.
But Christmas is coming up.
You did have a band called Meatloaf, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Meatloaf was great though. Can't go wrong with Meatloaf.
How much is it that
A lot. A lot. Graphics cards aren't cheap. Politics are interesting if they're not American. I think politics are interesting anywhere you go. It's just you have to sort of find the things that are interesting to you within them. Yeah, they're interesting like a train wreck often. The problem as well is that like American politics, as much as we don't like them, influence much of the rest of the world as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like trying to replicate American style politics in Australia, and through Europe as well. There was a lot of Trump wannabes that came out
Oh my god, yes.
post the Trump era, and that was a problem. Partially as well, because, you know, Trump's a personality type. He is the way he is because of who he is. If you try and just pretend to be that as well, that's not politics. That's just personality cult. It doesn't actually suit or fix anything. It's just pretending to be something you're not. American Turds is a video of a huge turd.
Interesting thing to have on video.
Yeah.
But whatever floats your boat, we don't judge here. No kink shaming. Just maybe keep the weird ones to yourself.
She's terrible, that Lizzie Bell. We love her desperately. Alright, how long are we going for? An hour. Let's say at an hour and a half, we're stopping. We're going to cap out at an hour and a half. That's as much work as I'm willing to do on this. So, we'll keep working until then. And that's when we officially give up and say, this is good enough. Gaming politics. Interesting. So what's gaming politics then? One or more Australian political facts. Interesting. Sounds good. Did you know that one of our former prime ministers is partial to eating an onion like an apple?
You literally just stole the fact that was about to share.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, Lizzie Bell.
No, it's reasonable. It's a great fact.
Like a fucking apple, just a raw onion and just crunching down into it. Apparently not a rare thing either. Done it multiple times. When people tried to call him on it, as being like, what the fuck, mate, that's weird. Yeah. When people tried to call him on it, he ate another one. Yeah, the man has eye ducts. It didn't seem to faze him though. He just sort of started chomping down on it. It's very odd. It made all of us very uncomfortable, gotta say. The rest of us were like, what the fuck is going on? Who is this man? Who let him be leader of our country?
It's okay, I'm still listening.
That's why they don't let you vote. No, apparently a lot of people voted for him. That's the problem. We still get to vote in Australia. In fact, it's mandatory. Everybody has to vote. Which is why it's such a big surprise he got in. Because he's clearly a psychopath.
That's what it does to me.
Alright, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna put some detail in here. Lizzie Bell is putting in some more political facts.
I'm literally looking for a Tony Abbott video.
Very good. He's head of the Conservative Party, yeah. Too many people watching Shrek. Does he live in a swamp? You could argue he lives in a swamp.
I sincerely hope I picked the right Discord, otherwise, like, person to send that to, otherwise some random has received a video of Tony Abbott eating an onion.
Perfect. If you want to check your Discord, Max, you'll see a lovely video of Tony Abbott chomping down on an onion. Which in and of itself is insane as a concept, as even a thing that happened in the world. But there you go, that's Australia.
I mean,
No, that's exemplary of Australia.
I have never eaten a raw onion in my life. Like an apple.
You sure?
Yes.
How can you be sure?
Although, to be fair, I have known other people who have and do. I cannot say
See?
that Tony Abbott is the only person I know of.
There you go.
I've met people who say that they at least used to do that.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
People are insane. Humans are insane. Yeah, he should have just eaten an apple. We don't understand. We in Australia don't even understand this man. And he was our leader. He was our political leader. For quite a while as well.
Until he got kicked out without democratic process.
Yeah. Which
By
is
someone just as bad.
which is also a problem in our country. We go through leaders just... I don't even know what you could compare it to, because it's just so ridiculously quick.
I am so surprised that our current PM has not been ousted yet.
Yeah.
After the Hawaii thing
After the Hawaii thing,
and the vaccines thing, like it's
I don't know.
It's piled up, and I don't know how they still have him in. Is it just that they have no one better?
I think it's just that they have no one better. I think that literally they would put anybody else in if they had someone else. And they just don't. What is it? 1:20. Alright, we've got 10 minutes to finish this lovely dragon off. I was unsure about this for a minute. It was not going the way I wanted it to, but now I think it is again. I think we've salvaged it. But there was a hot minute there where I was like, no, this is hot trash. See how we go. So good. Oh, thanks. You can be our leader. Right, I'm all for it. If we can get enough people following Lizzie Bell,
I might make some content.
she might actually make some content. And then if we both have 1 billion subscribers,
Then we can afford our house.
then
in
we can
Melbourne.
afford the house in Melbourne.
We can move to a better
Alright. How are we looking? How are we happy? Think we're happy. We just have some of this overlap a little. Get the sense that it's like
Be very careful.
fire spreading through. Oh! I think we've done it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have made this
Hey!
a good picture. I was definitely worried for a minute there. I think we've done it. I think this is it. I clearly missed something here. Where was it?
Oh, so
Matt
said that he'd make everyone follow both and sub to both of us, and I said I'd make no content. He said I should eat a bowl of cereal for my first.
Right, there we go. Dragon is going to get you broiled. Very good. Cereal, yes, wonderful. Yeah, we could just do a cereal stream, like showing off Australian cereals. Alright. There it is. Here, I'll bring it up so everybody can see the detail in it.
It's very pretty.
I quite like the knight. I think I did the knight very well. Very happy with the knight. The dragon, it's alright.
I think it looks really good.
I think it looks good. Cool. Alright, we're gonna find someone to raid. Raid shitty lady. Hope Mao is on. No, Mao's not on. Yep. There's also Charles. She's Inktober. What's she doing? What's she doing? Suit. She's up to suit. I'll just see what Charles is doing. Oh, Becca's on as well. And Absinthe. Oh, spoilt for choice today. Ladies and gents.
No, I just didn't want her to feel left out.
Charles is chilling. And he's already got a lot of followers. A lot of watchers at the moment. So I think we're good with that. Becca and the bear. Oh, he's doing an interesting one. And Absinthe hasn't started yet, so it's between Miss Mononoke,
Probably fine. I'm not sure that they even heard it. We just couldn't see what they were.
Becca the bear. Do your own cooking channel. I gotta do your drawing from a group of crocs. That I could actually consider doing that as an option. I think for variety, we're gonna jump into Becca and the bear because we did Miss Mononoke last time. All right. And she's doing Inktober as well, so. Alright. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you so much, Max, for the gift subs. It's so appreciated. You are too kind. We will be back tomorrow for even more Drawtober. And then we will have our usual Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday streams. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing yet, as we're going to be doing some Spooktober stuff, so we're probably not going to be playing our regular games, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, I'm leaving, sorry buddy. But I will be sending you on to another great artist. So if you're keen to stay and watch her, please do so. You can spam in the bees if you would like to. And what else? What else do you guys need to know before we head off? It is definitely not the New World Brigade, I'm sorry. The only other thing we need to know, I think, is probably that we're going to be doing more art stuff throughout the week. Check my Instagram for more pictures. Check the Discord for more hangs and things. And I think that's it. Catch you tomorrow. You're all awesome. Look after yourselves out there. Self-care. Self-care is elf-care. Love your faces, guys. Bye.